I am Jennifer Serta. I am a digital media specialist. In this session, we will share an introduction to health and well-being for Austin Civilian Conservation Corps, or ACCC as we call it. We will share ACCC's vision, mission, and strategies around our health and well-being as people, employees, and teammates. You will hear some of our stories from ACCC members. You will share resources that we encourage you to use. Then you will have a discussion. For ACCC, we envision a model and transform work culture. We have the mission to care for ourselves and others and the planet. We call this culture of care, and really try to change our thinking, words, actions, and practices to shift away from harmful and even toxic workplace cultures. We work to undo cultural practices that have for years and currently cause harms practically to Black, Indigenous, and people of color or BIPOC. We strive for something different, for a place where our teammates, particularly BIPOC teammates, feel a sense of belonging, where they can show up as themselves and it is a safe space to grow, build relationships, and work on projects. We all need healing from being in oppressive systems we are in. One big way we practice culture of care is through prioritizing our wellness or well-being. From the Holistic Wellness Program of the Mexican American Culture Center, they say, true wellness is a combination of physical, social, and environmental, financial, intellectual, emotional, mental, occupational, and spiritual aspects, and like the diversity of our people, deserves to be nourished and cultivated to enrich individuals' lives and uplift our community. Our health and wellness impacts us during work and outside of work. Feeling healthy and well supports positive workplace productivity, retentions of employment, and boosts community impact. We need to take care of ourselves to be able to take care of others. Here are some ways to compensate or pay you to prioritize your health and well-being. We encourage all ACCC programs to allow members to have paid time to learn about benefits as temporary employees, like paid sick leave, free wellness classes, and free mental health services through our employee assistance programs. We offer some training and certifications like first aid and mental health first aid. We encourage all ACCC programs to incorporate ongoing practices like mindfulness activities throughout the day, intentional breaks, intentional team bonding experiences, and regular check-in focusing on health and wellness with teammates. Now you will hear from a few people in our ACCC network.
Hi, my name is Sona Shah, and I am the Equity and Inclusion Program Manager for the Parks and Recreation Department. Today I'm going to talk to you a bit about mental health and what that means to me, and also how I incorporate it into my day-to-day activities, and how as ACCC members you should really prioritize your own health and well-being. So mental health, I've worked in the city now for 5 years, and I've worked with community organizations and a lot around social justice issues. And a lot of that work can also take a toll on my own mental health because of the things that I've experienced kind of navigating this world as a woman of color. And part of my practice of taking care of mental health is really, I go to therapy, and I'm very open about me going to therapy, but I also practice skills of like mindfulness and being very just aware of when something just doesn't feel right inside of me. Ways that I try to help kind of alleviate stress and things that maybe bring up a lot of stress for me, either with work or family. I take a moment to just sort of reset and really try to take a few deep breaths to be mindful in the moment in what ways that is helping me kind of calm down so I know how to kind of show up in my workspace or even with my family. And so some of the things that I do is taking walks outside, going to therapy, as I said, but also really having really strong connections and relationships with colleagues at work and friends and family. And through all of these different things, I feel like I show up as a better, well-balanced person that can continue kind of doing the work that we need to alleviate a lot of the inequities that we see in the world. So as you're coming on to the Austin Civilian Conservation Corps, really Prioritize your own mental health, your well-being, because that will make you show up as a better worker, a better colleague, and a better public servant to our city.
One of the things I admire most about the ACCC program is their commitment to changing workforce culture. One way they do this is by recognizing the mental health needs of their employees and creating a safe space for them to feel comfortable enough to advocate for their mental health. For me personally, that's impacted me because we're able to use our sick hours for mental health days, and that's really helped my work-life balance, and it helps make me feel supported in my role. And I really think that I hope this kind of workforce culture change happens across other industries and stuff like that, because I feel like all employees should feel safe and supported.
Hi, my name is Ricardo Castrojon with ACCC, and I am one of the members for Land Management and Forestry. One way that ACCC helps me with my mental health and well-being is allowing me and my teammates a safe space to communicate and talk to one another while out in the field. They also give us time to just properly situate ourselves whenever we're doing something pretty hard, just like when we're talking about racism and stuff like that. They do allow us to have like a break and just think about it.
As a city temporary employee, you have some great benefits. We will share this Google Doc so you can access these links later. To access your benefits, you need to log in with your city email and then visit this site to see all the many benefits. Here are the lists of them: commute assistance, employee assistance, wellness programs. There's a lot of great stuff. Definitely take time to check out the employee assistance programs, or EAP, you may hear it. Here's their website. To access the many resources they provide, you must register an account for the first time. You need to use the austintexas.gov as the organization web ID. You then make an account. When you have your account, you can have access to resources with support of all of these things here and more. We have trainings, mobile access through an app, even a safe ride home, get reimbursed kind of thing. So a lot of wonderful things here, and make sure to save their phone number so you can ask any questions or support with navigating their website. Additionally, we have some really excellent events hosted by the Mexican American Cultural Center's Holistic Wellness Program. You can see we've got some events during the summer and into the fall. So take time to check these out and attend if you can. Finally, make sure to ask your team lead or your supervisor for support in navigating these resources and recommendations for other resources.
Now take time to have a discussion on health and well-being and how you do or can bring this into your work culture. Program leaders, share your experience over years in the workplace. Young folks, share your experiences and your hopes. Here are some questions that can help start the discussion. What do you think about the health and well-being in the workplace? What have your experiences been like? What was beneficial to your well-being? What has been harmful? What are strategies and practices you want to use with your team? How can you create time and structure for these things even when work and projects get busy?